Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're going to be considering the spiritual gems comments for the week of June 23rd to 29th, 2025. So friends, we welcome you and now let's jump right in. So the Bible reading assigned for this week is Proverbs chapter 19, and let's start with the first question, and it comes from 19:21. We read, "Many are the plans in a man's heart, but the counsel of Jehovah is what will prevail." So, what should we always take into consideration when giving counsel? And the answer is very clear: the counsel of Jehovah. The footnote reads, "The purpose of Jehovah." So for advice to be beneficial, it must take Jehovah into account. Any advice that opposes the Almighty is utterly worthless and cannot even be called advice. Sometimes we like to force things to happen, but that doesn't make any sense because Jehovah is in control of our lives. Sometimes we just need to accept things and trusting that Jehovah is in control. The next question: what spiritual gems from this week's Bible reading would you like to share? And let's start with number 1, 19 verse 1. We read, "It's better to pour and walk in integrity than to be stupid and speak lies." This verse makes us reflect on how integrity is of great value before Jehovah, even though this world prioritizes material things. But a good name before Jehovah endures when wealth fades away. Number 2, 19:2, we read, "A person without knowledge is not good, and the one who acts rashly is sinning." So this teaches us that acting without thinking is dangerous. Making decisions without thought is like driving in fog, will end up crashing. Jehovah invites us to seek knowledge in His Word, to avoid failure, and to listen to advice from mature individuals or Christians. Number 3, 19:3, we read, "It's a man's own foolishness that distorts his way, and his heart becomes enraged against Jehovah." This verse teaches us that many blame Jehovah for their problems when it was their own poor decisions that led them there. Humility acknowledges mistakes and seeks divine guidance. Are we willing to make decisions even if it means saying no to a whim? Number 4, 19:4, "Wealth attracts many friends, but the poor man will be deserted even by his friend." So this verse teaches us that true friendships cannot be bought. If our friends only appear when we have something to offer, they're not real friends. As the organization says in the video, they are just parasites, and we must be careful with parasites. Jesus chose disciples who followed Him during difficult times and not just during good times. Do we seek superficial relationships or bonds that honor Jehovah? Number 5, 19:5, we read, "A false witness will not go unpunished, and the one who lies with every breath will not escape." This teaches us that lies destroy. A lie may yield temporary results, but in the end, like a poisonous seed, it poisons everything around it. Number 6, 19:15, we read, laziness brings a deep sleep, and a sluggish person will go hungry. This teaches us that hard work brings blessings. Jehovah doesn't reward laziness but faithfulness. Even ants work without a supervisor. It's good to learn diligence in our various responsibilities. Number 7, 19:17, the one showing favor to the lowly is lending to Jehovah, and he'll repay him for what he does. This verse teaches us that generosity benefits us. Every act of love toward those in need is an investment in the kingdom. Perhaps we've noticed someone in the congregation who needs something. Sometimes it could be practical help, words of encouragement, or an encouraging visit. 8. 19:18, we read, Discipline your son while there is hope, and don't become responsible for his death. So this reminds us of something important, yet uncountable. Discipline is an act of love. Jehovah God disciplines us because he loves us. If we avoid correction to avoid hurting, we're actually causing harm. 9. 19:21, we read, Many are the plans in a man's heart, but the counsel or purpose of Jehovah is what will prevail. This teaches us that human plans fail, but Jehovah's plans endure. Sometimes we can't figure out why some plans or decisions didn't make it, but we make 1,000 plans, but if they are not aligned with Jehovah, they'll be like sand castles. This can help us avoid unnecessary suffering. Just letting it go, accepting reality, and moving forward to the next step. Number 10, 19:23, we read, The fear of Jehovah leads to life. The one who has it will have a pleasant rest, free from harm. This verse teaches us that the fear of Jehovah is the beginning of life. It's not fear, but reverence, deep respect. Those who honor Jehovah live with peace, protection, and purpose. Okay, friends, that's a wrap for this consideration, and we want to say hello to our dear friends, and they're Lindelwin, Helen, Benga Falokun, Franz Bonzo, Audrey Bell, Eric Stewart, Lisa Jacinta, Vlogsu, Onanya, Janet Perez, Junior Oragon, Someone, Random Person, Gil Rodriguez, Gerson de Talo. So friends, thank you so much for joining us in this consideration. We hope you have a wonderful day, be safe, and hope to see you in our next broadcast.